guys, what is up? We're Kristen back again with another video. So today we're doing a reaction / breakdown. It is going to be Mickey Richards, Jamie Carragher, right, and Thierry Henry discussing their top 5 UEFA Champions League teams ever. I'm very interested in this as well, you know, because this was the time where Liverpool were going for their quadruple, and they'd be playing Villarreal for the second leg. So after everything got transpired after that, I want to see Jamie Carragher's like reaction too. Well, I want to see how confident Jamie Carragher was. But guys, don't keep you guys waiting for too long as well. If you do hear somebody, like if you hear like a, there's a guy on a motorcycle. It's summertime here in England, and whatever, like it's summertime or whatever, the sun's out, he's always doing madness with the motorcycle outside. So just a heads up. But let's get this started in 3, 2, 1. Oh, that music.
So if Liverpool were to win a famous quadruple, they would have to be celebrated, you have to think it.
It's kind of funny looking back at this now, you know, because we all know what's happened, you know, with Man City winning the league, how they won it, the way Liverpool took an L against Real Madrid after Salah was confident that they would get revenge. Football.
As one of the best teams ever in history. Speaking of history, this year, by the way, marks 30 years since UEFA changed the format of European Cup to create what is now known and has been known for a while now as the Champions League. With that in mind, we have asked Thierry, Jamie and Micah to select their Champions League era best teams ever. There was, you don't know which teams each other picked, right? There was some agreement, there was some disagreement. Get your notes ready, Micah.
Yeah, but notes ready,
but there were 2 teams that
No, I'm prepared.
This dynamic, bro, like, you know, for the people that watch the Champions League here in England, we get like BT Sports, so it's like Rio Ferdinand, Peter Crouch, Joe Cole, Owen Hargreaves, Jake Humphries, and Glenn Hoddle, right? And it's not as like entertaining at these guys, like, because I think this is only for the American Champions League. I'm pretty sure it's the American Champions League because it's Paramount and it's I think it's CBS. I say UBS, CBS. But yeah, this dynamic is really funny. Like Michael Richards always keep bringing in the vibes, man.
Properly, you know what I mean? All my notes are there.
Who wrote those for you? Because you never type your notes.
Well, I need to brought my
So, 2 teams that you all
Thierry Henry,
agreed
what's
on.
the player?
Let's take a look at what we got then. So, Real Madrid 2018 was one of those. Jamie, your reasons why?
Okay.
Well, it wasn't just for that season. They had an era of winning sort of 3 or 4 European Cups really close together. I think Zidane at that stage of Real Madrid, they are synonymous with
it was mad.
Champions League, and to have that sort of era, just on the back of Barcelona having a similar type of era, really with special players, and not really.
I wouldn't say that I know which era of Barcelona is speaking about, but I wouldn't say it's the same as this Real Madrid one. That Barcelona era, fam, it was mad. It was completely different as well, you know, because of the teams that were there, like the Inter, the Chelseas, the Man Uniteds, the Bayerns, bro. Like it was completely different to where it is now, bro. You can't compare those 2 teams, in my opinion.
But maybe a team of individuals.
Yeah, but if you win it free on the bounce, you've got to be a great team. So I agree with everything that Jamie said. They was actually my #1 pick, to be honest. I think they're the best. If you
number 1. Number 1.
win it 3 consecutive years,
But all the teams won it 3 consecutive years, though.
you've got to be one of the best teams. Definitely.
One of, or you said it was the best thing, one of.
Well, you know, I'm a bit younger.
He's put them as number 1.
Thierry, your thoughts?
It's simple for me. 3 in a row. You gotta be in it. I mean,
Yeah, you have to be in the top 5, but number 1, Micah.
3
Jesus.
times. So I went with that team. That era of winning 3 in a row.
So one of the other teams, the only other team that you all 3 agreed on was Barcelona 2009.
Yeah.
Played in, I believe, Thierry. But Jamie, talk to us about why you picked this one.
This is the greatest team it is. The Pep Guardiola team, you see.
Yeah, this is the greatest team I've ever seen as well. Like this is the greatest football league. Like when I was watching this team, bro, I was like, you'd be lucky to come out. You'd be lucky to come out alive against a team like this, fam. I remember where I was as well when this Champions League final. I was in Skegness, right, with my grandma, my cousin, and her friend, right? And I remember watching this final. I was like, okay, the first 10 minutes, United were all over them. Like Man United at 10 minutes, and then the entire game, bro, run out, fam. Like it was just complete utter domination by this Barca team. It was crazy, fam. Yeah, for me, this is the greatest like football inside I've seen play football. I think if this Barcelona team plays against that Real Madrid team that Michael Richards says is greatest ever, it'll be a complete shutout, fam. They'll make them look stupid as all the years that they've played against each other.
And yeah, I mean, I think that team and that manager changed football. I think we're still seeing that today.
Yeah, exactly. Like if you have an effect, right, on other teams where possession now has to be kind of looked at in football, like that Real Madrid team hasn't like done that. They've not changed football. They've just won games. But this Barcelona team changed football, fam. Because a lot of people though looking at tall players, you know, tall big players. But this Barcelona team, the only tall big player that they had was like Piqué. Genuinely, where Puyol was a short guy, Iniesta, Xavi, Messi, Dani Alves, even you look at like Eto'o, fam, like he was crazy, fam. They changed football, fam. If you have a big enough impact on football like that, and other teams have to start trying to replicate you, fam, it's mad.
The way teams play, I think we saw things with that team that we've never seen before in terms of how the game was played.
Yeah.
I think also the influence it had on the Spanish national team, one of the best teams we've ever seen, winning a World Cup and 2 European Championships as well. So that for me is the greatest club team of all time.
Now that you've checked your notes, Michael.
No, yeah, it's exactly that. I've got all the notes there. They're coming second for me. They're second for me. Xavi and Iniesta, they started. I mean, we talk about Xavi, we talk about midfielders. Xavi, we need to put some respect on Xavi's name because he started that ticker-tacker. Iniesta come after him, and then to the same team. Brilliant.
It's all right. he has his notes.
But how was that to play on a team like that Jamie says just incredible?
For me, I understood something when I went to Barcelona. I remember, you know, people talking about the academy, and every time I was like, why are they talking about the academy all the time? Like, we are so part of this. But to dominate world football, the way we were playing that year, and people were stopping me in the street, not talking about what we won, but how we won. And the way we were playing is contagious. But having said that, to dominate world football, and having a lot of players coming from the academy, not a lot of clubs can say that. And this is why obviously I'm biased because I played in that team, but it's generally one of the best that I've seen, yeah, me too. Mm-hmm. But for the reason that I mentioned, having players from the academy for me will always give an edge when you dominate in world football.
So those were the 3 teams that all of you agreed on. There was then, 2 teams that all of you agreed on. There was then 3 teams that 2 of you agreed on. So sticking with Barcelona, Thierry and Jamie, both of you had 2011 as well. Barcelona 2011.
Yep. Guess who would have beaten the final again, fam? This is something, right? Like I was having an argument with my cousin because he likes Real Madrid. For me, like I've always had respect for the Barcelona team, fam. I tell him all the time, I was like, gee, like you cannot compare like this Madrid team to Barcelona, fam. Their absolute grip that these guys had on football from like 2009 at least to 2013, 14. It was crazy, bro. It was absolutely crazy. Again, when you look at bro, like teams, right? When they see that Barcelona team playing in 08 or 09, right? I'm like, okay, we can prepare for them. We know what to do. We know that Xavi and Iniesta will be on the ball a lot more. They've got Messi. We just have to stop those 3 guys. Bloop, 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 bloop. Messi's over the ball, bro. They give it to David Villa, and people forget how lethal David Villa was. It's mental, absolutely mental. David Villa, right, is better than Gareth Bale, bro. And people they just forget because they get short memory syndrome, fam. It's mad.
I think that performance at Wembley.
The Wembley.
I think.
Again, I remember where I was this game, bro. I was watching it in the lounge, in our lounge with my mum. And those two Jehovah Witness guys that came, I don't know why they showed up. Maybe they wanted to watch the game, or maybe they wanted free food. But they showed up, and I was watching it. And my family members know how I'm like when especially when I'm watching United, for even just like a normal Premier League game, I'm very intense. But imagine the Champions League final against this Barcelona team after knowing what happened in 2009, bro. I was super intense, fam. It was a David Villa goal, bro, where he like stopped it outside the box and killed it. I was like, gee, like these guys, bro. I was like, oh. And Abidal as well with the whole can.
That era, I'm not just talking Thierry, I'm also putting that team together. In some ways, it was just 2 or 3 players slightly different, but it was that Pep Guardiola, changing football, Messi in that position, Xavi, Iniesta, so many of the same players. I mean, that era for me is the greatest.
Well, 2015 is, you didn't actually pick 2015, did you? But Barcelona 2015 was picked by both Thierry and Micah. That means you picked Barcelona 3 times.
Yeah, for the reason that I mentioned and the reason that Jamie just mentioned, that final in 11, Man United. I mean, if Man United didn't meet Barcelona so many times in the final, I think they would have had 1 or 2, maybe. No disrespect to any other team.
If it weren't for Barcelona, Man United would have 5 Champions Leagues.
But they couldn't grab the ball. They just couldn't grab the ball. They didn't know what to do. And to do that to Man United at that time is crazy. And if we move on to 15, I mean, that's...
And if you look at the teams that Man United played from 2008, 2009, of course, they lost to Barcelona in the final. 2010, they lost to Bayern and they went to the final, but they lost to Inter. 2011, United lost to Barcelona. So yeah, man, it's madness.
That front three was just
Messi, Neymar, Suarez.
Yeah, that was just ridiculous.
Yeah, MSN
final working. And seriously,
took the liberties
from. They were about to do something, but they just a lot of players from the academy once again.
Well, that's I think another reason that you also picked the Ajax 1995 team.
And for me, that's number 1. And I know, I obviously I played for Barca but that Ajax team at that age,
they mad.
And we all know
jeez, Danny Blind's dead. What's his name? Is it Danny Blind? Danny Blind.
It wasn't, because people were expecting us maybe to do well, maybe to my own side, 11 and 15. But those guys, when they arrived, and they went back to a final after that, they didn't win
Frank Rijkaard.
But I have to give Ajax and
was Overmars there
for what they do all the time. But that team was outstanding.
I know you voted for them as well, but also from the year before, you also voted for the 1994 AC Milan side.
Yeah. When you talk about sauce, bro, this Milan team. Sheesh, fam.
Till Barcelona came along with Pep Guardiola, this for me was the greatest club team I'd ever seen. And again, I go to 94, they beat Barcelona in the final 4-0. Johan Cruyff's famous Barcelona, I think Guardiola was playing. I mean, to beat Barcelona 4-0, that was the dream team of Barcelona. But this Milan team, Tassotti picks it up because the legend of Baresi was suspended for the final. But again, it's like Barcelona. I'm not just talking about that team. This started in 1989 when they won the European Cup in 89 and 90. Arrigo Sacchi, Fabio Capello comes in.
Oh, guys, if it looks like if it looks like when Jamie Carragher's talking or any of them are talking, but their words don't seem to sync up, I think it's the video. Because I'm noticing it here as well when Carragher's talking, it's not syncing up with his mouth, by the way.
They then get to the first 3 finals, I think, of the Champions League with AC Milan. They lost 2 finals and they won that one. So that was a team who dominated Europe like Barcelona did.
Can we bring about more modern day, please, Kate? Because I was only 5 and 6 when.
Do you know who scored that low? Do you know who that was?
I wasn't watching.
I know the guy as well. I actually know the dude. It's not Stoichkov. Oh, it's not Stoichkov. I actually know the guy that scored that lobby. It's crazy.
It's not in your notes.
No, I'm concentrating on my own notes.
Savicevic.
Go, Michael. Young, modern.
Oh,
bring us up to date.
Savicevic. Dejan Savic. Yeah. I've done a reaction in them. I've done a reaction in them. Absolute baller.
In 2020, they've got to be in there.
No.
No robbery, no rubery.
No.
No.
Sorry, Micah. No. The 2013 team, the Bayern 2013 team, when they won 5 trophies is better than this team.
He gets the winner.
The final result was a robbery.
But to do this with none of the, let's say, the greatest individuals apart from Lewandowski, who scored a hatful of goals, this team has to be given credit, definitely.
Terry doesn't want to know you anymore.
Woo! What's wrong, Terry?
Robbery and robbery.
Robbery!
Batman and Robin.
Woo!
Anyway.
Our teammate Peter Schmeichel might enjoy your other choice.
Oh yes, I've gone with a 99. See, I do remember this. This was to the red side.
Yep, stab.
Won the treble this year. Big Schmeichel. Look at him. Great memories. Sir Alex Ferguson, one of the greatest ever to do it, and that team needs some respect.
So let's take a look at the overall graphic. We put this together just to kind of represent all your choices. This is how it looks. We are going to put this up on social media, by the way. So at CBS Sports Golasso, let us know your opinions. Who did they miss?
Awesome.
Or what do you agree with? Let us know that. I guess one of the questions would be if either Liverpool or Manchester City win this champion.
I agree with this, fam. Like, that Madrid team doesn't even come close to the 08-09 Barca team, fam. It's an absolute travesty that people actually try to compare them. You know, it's mad.
Champions League final, do they belong on that list for you guys?
Liverpool winning 4, yeah.
Oh yeah, but I said if they win the
Winning 4.
Champions League.
Yeah, Liverpool, yeah, winning 4.
Oh, I thought you meant the quadruple.
Yeah, but wait, that's what I'm saying. That along the way, that adds a lot. You know, when you do a treble, and I know I didn't pick Man United on my list, and that's my list, but it doesn't really matter. But yeah, for me, Liverpool will get into. For me, they will get it.
Only if they win the quadruple.
If they win the Champions League.
Yeah, it's not just about the Champions League.
Yeah,
it's the overall.
For me, also,
win 4 trophies in the season. That's never been done before.
Right. They have to get it.
Okay.
Because you lose energy along the way, and you still have to do it in the Champions League while you're playing on the other side. And I know it has nothing to do with one another, but for me it does. Sorry, but yeah, Liverpool will get it.
Okay.
On my list, will you? Will you get on your list?
They take Ajax's place if they won the quadruple. On my list.
Oh, on your list.
They take my number 5 spot.
But yeah, guys, that's been a video. You know, it's very interesting for me. I would put that Barcelona team number 1. For me, if I had to do my list, it would be a difficult one because I've seen some great teams. You know, it have to be at least from like what 2003 onwards, because I don't like remembering guys from the 90s. Like it's hard for me because I bought it in '95. So when Ajax won it, I was 0 years old. So that's just like an age, like that's just like what is it? A calibrator for you guys, or like I'm forgetting the word, but you know what I mean. Like I was 0. Like it's just that. It's just how old I was there. But anyway, man, Barca, Madrid maybe 2018. I'll put in United 08. The Milan team for 2007 is a good one. Bayern 2013, Barca 2015. There's just so many. There's just so many, fam, to even choose from. But yeah, guys, if you know your top 5 Champions League teams, comment down below. I actually want to see this as well, you know, because there's many people that watch my channel who are in different age ranges. People, I was seeing the analytics. I've got guys in their 50s watching me. So you guys were even alive back like in the 80s when there was like Aston Villa playing football, even like Forest winning the Champions League, never Arsenal. But anyway, yeah, if you got an idea, just comment down below. Always happy to read your comments. And if you got like video requests or recommendations, you know, you comment down below as the usual, guys. But yeah, the video is like 20 minutes long. I want to keep it short. But yeah, if like it's upon your board, don't forget to subscribe, like the video, guys. I've been personally reacting to Michael Richards, Jamie Carragher, and Thierry Henry picking their top 5 Champions League teams of all time. Some absolute bangers in there, some absolutely great teams, you know. But yeah, I'm signing out. Keep it real. Peace.